Hi everybody, it's Lisa, Twyla's mom, and yes, we have a glare on my glasses. It's that time of the day where no matter where I go, there's a glare. Anyway, it is question of the week time. Yes, it is. Now, we have been getting tons, or I have been getting tons of Christmas gifts on clearance and everything throughout the past few months and stuff. And my question is, how do you store the Christmas gifts that you get early? How do you identify the Christmas gifts that you've bought? Because if you buy a gift in May, here it is, December, you're getting ready to open, wrap your presents. You're thinking, who did I buy this for? And I think that's it. Yeah. Where do you store them, and how do you store them, and how do you identify who the gift is, who the gift is for? Right, there we go. I can't even talk. So we have a spare bedroom that I just have cardboard boxes that I store the gifts in. And then when I get ready to start wrapping, which I don't start wrapping my Christmas gifts until after Thanksgiving when I have my tree put up. That way they are wrapped, they go directly under the tree. And I don't have to move them again until they're given to the recipient. So that's where I store them, in a box in our spare bedroom. Yeah. And the spare bedroom is actually my husband's office type room. That's where he keeps all of his vintage toys and all that business. But he doesn't mind me putting the Christmas gifts up there. They don't take up, a lot of room or space. But the second thing is, how do you identify who the gift is for? You bought something in May. How do you remember who it was bought for? I do it this way. I have each one of my family members wrote down on just a notebook paper. I staple them all together, and I do it by family. Like my oldest child, Jimmy and Val, they're on the front page. The next page is for their oldest daughter, Katie. And then the next page is for Tori, their youngest daughter. Then my second son, Chucky and Danielle. And then Andrea, their oldest child, Bryson, their youngest. And then we go to Devin's family, my third son, Devin and Sarah. And we do their children because he does have a few stepchildren that we've acquired in the past couple of years. So they are all in here. And then there's Marshall and Emily, his wife. And, we give their children a paper. Then we have Twyla and Scott. Then we have my mom and dad. And just so forth and so on, all the way through the family. So there you go. Now, what I do is when I pick up a gift, like this Angry Birds game, I decide who I bought it for. I bought this for Connor. Connor is Devin's stepson. So I will look for Connor's name in this folder. And right here it is. So I'll write down Angry, under Connor's name, Angry Birds game. So I wrote it down here. Then I will take a Post-it note, just one little Post-it note, and I'll write Connor. I'm trying to get it apart here. So I wrote Connor right here on the paper. I will stick it to the present, and then I also use just a piece of tape to make sure it doesn't come loose. Because one year I did this and I didn't tape them to the package and they all fell off. So I was like, what did I buy? So see, here we have Connor. So when I get ready to wrap this, I'll know this is for Connor. Yeah, and also too, these will be mailed because they live hours away in Kansas. So they typically don't get to come up for Christmas. And if they do, it's very seldom all of the children. So I do mail these to them. So when I get ready to, first week of December, I want to make sure I get all of Devin's family. So I'll go through my list, find all the presents that are tagged, wrap them, put them in a box, and mail them. Now for stocking stuffers, let's see, who did I get this for? I believe this one was for, yes. Okay, for stocking stuffers, like this is going to be a stocking stuffer. This is going to be Jake's stocking stuffer, one of my grandsons. So I will write, like right here, it says, it has Jake's name and his presents for under the tree, which that's not all. I've bought some since then. But here is, I just haven't tagged them. But here is for his stocking. So I will write finger shooter. In that list. Then I will write Jake stocking on a Post-it. See right here? Jake stocking. And that way I'll know this is not to be wrapped, it's to go in a stocking. Well, I don't get them stockings, I get them like a storage container to put all their goodies in. And then I just tag it like that. And I do have a separate box just for stocking stuffers. So there is that. And that is how I organize all the Christmas gifts that I get. And I keep track of everything here so that I know, okay, I'm looking through my list. Like my boys only have one gift that I've gotten for them. So I need to get on the ball with my grown boys. And like here I've got Andrea. She's got multiples here. She needs no more. And her stocking is done. Andrea is done for the year. But then Devin, I don't have him anything, so I've got to get Devin. But I've got his wife all done. So that way, you know, when I'm making my grocery list, I can write down Jimmy's gift. I know I've got to be on the lookout for something for my son Jimmy because he only has one thing. And that was just a small little card game. So most likely I'll just get him a gift card. But I still need to know, okay, he's lacking in a gift. So I need to do that. And then like I've got, let me see, hang on a moment. Like here, for instance, my mom, nothing. I've got to be on the lookout for my mom, which I think I have that done. Walmart has their giant planters on sale right now. They're on clearance. And I almost got those today, but I changed my mind. I'm hoping they'll go down just a little bit more, maybe next week, because they had a ton of them. And then like Barb, my mother-in-law, don't have her anything, which she'll probably get a gift card. She appreciates that. And then my dad only has a pair of socks. So see, these are empty. I know I've got to get started on these people. And that way I'm not hustling and bustling to get it all done. But that is how I store and identify all of my Christmas purchases. So how do you do it? Do you guys have, I know a lot of people have a gift closet, you know, like a closet they're not using that they just put gifts in. And then when somebody's birthday comes along, they'll go and shop in their closet. A lot of people, I mean, do you put them, I know people who put them in their attics. I have an attic, but it's really hard to get to. It's got like one of those pull down ladders, and it's nothing but rafters and insulation. It's not like a room up there. So my attic's kind of not really good for that. People may have finished basements that they can store their Christmas gifts in. My basement is not finished. It's just concrete. And it gets pretty damp down there, like during the spring and during the summer. It just gets really damp. And so I don't store the Christmas gifts down there. I did one year when I had plenty of Rubbermaid Tupperware to store the gifts in. But since then, the Rubbermaid Tupperware has found other uses. So now they just go in the spare bedroom where they're safe and sound, and they stay there until they're given away. And then, how do you guys identify who gets what? Or are you just, okay, I'm just going to go buy a bunch of boy gifts. I'll buy a bunch of girl gifts. And then I'll decide who gets what later. Are you guys like that? Or, like I said, do you identify it by putting a tag on it? For me, this is easier. When I get ready to wrap, there it is. Yeah, it's so much easier and so much less complicated for me anyway. And also too, do you tag stocking stuffers so that you know, hey, don't wrap this, this goes in a stocking? Do you do that? I do this because my grandbabies get almost as much from Santa as they do from me. Because Santa just buys them fun little gifts like this, yeah, from the Dollar Tree and stuff. But that way, I've got it all together. And stocking stuffers do not get stored in the same box as gifts that get wrapped. Stocking stuffers have their own box at my house. So that's the question of the week. I know it's not Christmas or anything like that. We're not getting near there. But it just occurred to me, how do other people store their Christmas gifts, you know? Now, when Twyla moves out, which she's going to next year, her room is going to become the official guest room. And she's not totally going to move out, you know, and everything. She'll be coming home, like, for her Remicade and things like that. She'll come home a couple of times a month. So it'll still be her bedroom, but it won't. You know what I'm saying? She's probably going to take the majority of her things with her, including her bed, so I'm going to have to go bedroom shopping. But when she does that, I think that her closet is going to become my gift closet. Yeah, but I will still tag all my gifts so I know who gets what. But for now, just putting them in boxes. I do have a couple of Rubbermaid totes up there that I've used, but the majority of them has been put in boxes. In the extra room, that's fine with me. So, everybody, don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up, and leave me a comment. I love to hear from each and every one of you. I'm really interested in knowing how you guys do that. If you even go out and buy Christmas gifts early. If you don't, hey, that's great too. Do you bring them home and wrap them right away? You know, let me know that also. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.